Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Eli, the real estate guy, and in this video I'm going to be speaking about the 4 reasons why you have not started to wholesale real estate yet. All right, so a lot of these I've been there. I understand where you're coming from, and that's why I'm here to tell you to one, listen to this video, listen to these different things, understand that I was where you were, and there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you will get through this. But I want you to really understand what I'm saying and apply these things and get out of your head and move forward. So number 1, you don't know how the process works. I get it, right? So you heard about it, a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, wait, what is this? You need a license, you need this, you need that. You don't really know what it is. So by too much analyzing, you just decide, you know what, I'm good, right? The whole analysis paralysis. You watch a ton of YouTube videos, but you still don't get it. So you're like, I'm not gonna even try it, right? I get it, right? And I've been in those situations before to where it's like something just seems so huge, but you're like, I don't even want no part of this. Something that a guy named Jay Morrison said, and I remember he gave this example a lot. He was like, what's the best way to eat an elephant, right? And the answer is 1 bite at a time, right? And so by the time you're done taking 1 bite at a time through this elephant, all of a sudden you are able to eat this entire thing that was a monster to you. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things that you have to realize is, yes, it may seem like a monster at first, but you take care of it 1 bite at a time. So one thing that I did to resolve this issue is I have an ebook called Wholesaling 101 Your First Steps. You can find that at elitherealestateguy.com, and that website, the link to that is in the description below. I teach you the process on how to wholesale, so now you got nothing else to worry about. So yeah, at least take care of that number 1. You know the process now because you're going to read the book, right? And you're going to know the process. All right, number 2, you think it's fake, right? I want to wholesale, but it's fake. What do you mean, right? What do you mean I can just go out there and not have a license, that I just go in there and I get $10,000, $20,000 check? Like, how does this even happen? That's fake. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I'm telling you, wholesaling is real, right? But you just have to know what to do. Referring back to number 1, you don't know what it is. So therefore, if you don't know what it is, then it must be fake. No, you just don't know how to do it, right? So there's tons of videos, there's tons of people with courses, there's tons of people that's out there that have done the process. So what you have to do is do the proper research, right? And understanding how to actually do this process so that whenever you're in the middle of the road and you have a property under contract and you're trying to find buyers, you're trying to find a title company, you want to make sure that you're doing the proper steps in order to complete the transaction. But I'm not saying that you have to know everything before you start. What I am saying is you do need to start, right? And of course, you know, my book has certain strategies on how to start. Everybody has, you know, there's different people with courses that have their strategies, but you have to pick a direction you're going to go in, whether it's these courses, whether it's a book, whatever it is, pick it and go, right? That's the main thing that you have to know, and know it is not fake. It is real. And if you go to that website, elitherealestateguy.com, you will see me with many checks of different deals that I've done in the past. All right. Number 3, you don't think you can do it, right? So yeah, it may be real. Maybe other people could do it, but maybe I'm just not able to do it, right? And I've been there too, right? I had those thoughts of maybe it's fake, maybe it doesn't exist, but then I'm like, well, you know what? That's a $10,000 check. Maybe that's the $15,000. That person got 30. That person got 40. Maybe I'm just not good enough to do this, right? You know, maybe there's a secret formula that they have that I just don't know about. Maybe it's something in them that's not in me. Maybe I'm not worthy of doing that. I had a mentorship with someone named Jennifer West Granahan. You guys can look her up on YouTube. Very great content. Did a mentorship with her, and something that she did that was huge, right, is she has her program is divided up into the actionable steps, like the cold calling, texting, whatever, and then the other mindset part to where it's basically you manifesting and believing that you're actually worthy of this thing that's happening. So I knew the things to do, but on some level, I didn't believe that I could do it, right? Because of self-limiting beliefs that I had. And once I got over that, a month and a half after that point, after trying for several years, a month and a half afterwards, all of a sudden, I got my first deal, right? And I just had to believe that I could. So whenever you believe you could do something, right, your intent, the way that you move, the way that you act, the way that you go about your day, the way that you go about marketing, the way that you do everything changes, because it's a, oh, well, I'm actually going to do this, so my movements are different. Perfect example. Let's just say you're walking, right? You've been walking your entire life. The way that you would walk to your front door from your couch, right, is much different because you're like, hey, I know I can walk to that door. So you're not thinking about what could stop me. Yes, I could trip. Yes, I could fall. Yes, I could stub my toe. Yes, I could, bang my knee up against the kitchen table. Yes, I could do all these things. But that's not going to stop you from going to that front door, because you know that that's where your destination is, right? But just imagine if you live your life like, you know what, I would get off the couch, but what if I fall? What if I bump my foot? Maybe there's a lot of crazy stuff going outside. Maybe I don't need to go to the door. Maybe I should just stay in. And maybe, going outside the door is overrated. I don't need to do that. Maybe I don't need to get to the door. I'm safe on the inside. Nothing bad is happening here, so maybe I should stay, right? That's the same mindset that I would say a lot of us have whenever it comes to doing these new things, right? Is that you would think about what could go wrong instead of what could go right. What could go right is that not only could you get a check, but you're going to help somebody that's in need, that needed you to learn the information of wholesaling to get to that next level. So that's what I want you to really think about from there. So that was number 3. Number 4, you didn't try long enough, right? You cold call 6 people, right? And you did that for a day. And those 6 people, that was over the span of an entire day. It was on a Saturday. You cold call 6 people in 12 to 15 hours, right? And then you're like, you got cursed out by 3 and nobody else answered. You're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to spend the rest of my time doing this. So you do this and you're like, oh no, I tried cold calling. No, trust me, I did. And I got cussed out by every single person, and everybody else didn't answer. Needless to say, 6 calls is not enough, right? And so with that being said, you have to understand that whatever you're doing now, right, it will reflect in about 90 days, right? And so in order to get to that 90 days, you have to have been working diligently and efficiently for 90 days to see the progress of what you did before to go there. Now, if you worked and you did cold calling for 1 day, right, you didn't even do the full process, so there's no way of telling what would have worked because you didn't do it long enough. So I say all that to say you have to make sure that you're also doing this process long enough, right? And the biggest thing that people do is they'll be afraid of investing in their education and first learning the right thing to do, right? And when you learn the right thing to do, then you could do that for an extended period of time and get success quicker versus the person that have tried for years, right? Because I didn't want to invest in my education, but as soon as I invested in my education, boom, got a deal, right? And so that's something I really want y'all to really think about whenever it comes to wholesaling and real estate investing in general, is first get the information first, and then from there take action. But don't get stuck in education mode, because there will always be something that you will have to learn. All right. So again, I don't want y'all to get stuck. I don't want y'all to get stuck just constantly thinking about, oh, well, there's more to know. What about this? What about that? You'll learn that. You'll learn that on the way. I'm still learning. Anybody who you follow on YouTube, anybody that you follow anywhere, they are still learning about their industry. There's always something new to know. And somebody that started a year ago can teach something to somebody who's been doing this for 25 years. Okay. So you have not encountered everything in the business, and you'll always encounter something new. So keep that in mind, and make sure you guys watch this video again, because these are some of the things that I really do feel like it's important for you all to really grasp, so that you all can move forward. So 1, you don't know how the process works. 2, you think it's fake. 3, you don't think that you can do it. And number 4, you didn't try long enough. So again, thank you all so much for watching this video. Go ahead and like this video if you like the information I'm providing to you all, and also subscribe to the channel so that you're notified of whenever I am posting another video. And with that being said, thank y'all so much again for watching, and I cannot wait for you to get your first deal. Y'all take care.